So practice done and dusted again, and this is a very short track, so you get the bonuses pretty quickly. So what I've done is, this is a track where we don't really do very well, I think, because it's a very engine specific circuit. So what we've focused on for a change is actually perfecting the setups of the car. So both drivers have excellent setups at 99%, as you can see. So trying to eke out as much performance as we possibly can, perfecting those setups in a hope that we can eke out maybe an extra tenth of a second here and there, which could make all the difference. Right, it's going to be a dry qualifying session, so nothing out of the ordinary here. Just making sure that they've got the right tyres on and sending them out and hoping that we might just be able to perform a miracle here and finish in the top two and get ourselves a nice 4 times bonus. Let's see. Slow down to cruise with super overtake here. 5th and 8th. It's the engine. We are very slow. 5th and 8th. A second slower on a track this short. 4th and 7th. That's not filling me with much confidence. Not at all. Disappointing indeed. Alright, so we're going for the soft tyres and the race... No, we're not going for the soft tyres and the race trim off the bat, because we need to first of all ascertain exactly what is the situation with the pit stops. Now, we know this is a long race. This is a very long race, and it's hard on the tyres. We can't use the soft tyres because just simply don't give us enough performance. The mediums just about do if we eke them out. The hards are much more comfortable, but we don't have any qualifying bone or any sort of bonus with these things. So it's going to be touch and go. I hate this race so much. Right, cruise, we're going to just go 10, 10 and 10. So medium, medium and medium. Should be able to get 10 laps out of them. 10, 10 and 10. Sirikov. If we go 11, 9, 10, or 11, 10, 9 rather, so they don't cross over. But he's going to need to save his tyres. Here you go. We'll see what happens. But I'm not really overly confident here. We'll go with just push, a bit of overtake, knowledge, medium and race trim. So we've got a Steinman on pole, Lipponen in second, out-qualified again, but he's hot favourite for the race, no doubt. Navarro in third with Alessandro Cruz in fourth, which is usually where he qualifies, so it's not overly disappointing for him, I suppose. 5th for Balcazar, 6th for Partanen, 7th for Sirikov. This is a slightly disappointing qualifying performance. Very slow, a second slower than the fastest time. That is insane on a very short track. 8th for De Graaf, Parisi 9th, and Molly Fox in 10th. This is a race of attrition. And we're off. And, well, at least I thought we were. Looking at Alessandro Cruz, you wouldn't think so, would you? Very slow start. Sirikov up into 6th position. And we are out of there. Right. Okay, so I absolutely detest this race. Okay, so Cruz pushing the engine. He has to do 9 more laps. He's plenty there. He's got life in the tyres. Barely. They are going to wear pretty quickly, so we have to be careful that we don't wear them out. Some people are using the softs, which could be interesting. I think both drivers are fine for now on high and overtake. Or push and overtake, rather. Those soft tyres shouldn't last that long. But they'll probably switch it with a hard compound stint to make up for the deficit. 8 laps of fuel. Surikov has to be very careful with his tyres. He has to eke these out for an extra lap, so turning them down. The cars ahead of us are streaking off into the distance. Absolutely streaking away. Cruz is doing okay. He's got 5 more laps to do. Plenty of fuel. Tyres looking a little bit worse for wear. 62%. Fuel is fine for him. Okay, I had to pause it for a second there. So I'm back now, and looking at the strategies here, Cruz has to do, from what we can tell, 5 more laps from here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's actually now just about on the limit for the fuel. The tyres as well, I'm a little bit concerned about. So having to turn them down. Everybody else around us has turned everything down as well, so it's not as if we're at a disadvantage here. Surikov is in the same boat. He has to do 6 more laps, actually, and his tyres are even worse for wear, and his fuel also needs to be turned down. So, yeah, turning down everything here in order to get these cars to where we need them to be in terms of the stints. I'm beginning to think that the strategy for this race should have been to put the use hard compound tyre and push them hard for as long as possible, overfuel and push the engine for as long as possible and just go for it, rather than putting on the softer tyres and eking out an existence. That's what I'm thinking we should have done. 3 more laps for Cruz, 4 more for Surikov. And these cars have managed their soft tyres very, very well, in fact. They have, in fact, turned them down. 2 more laps. Ooh, touch and go here. But they are medium tyres, so they don't drop off as fast as the softer tyres. They should be okay. Now, will these going to be 2 stopping, or will they have to make 3? That's the question. I don't think they'll have to make 3, but you never know. Turning Surikov down, his tyres are shaky at best. Cruz has got 1 more to do. Can afford to turn his engine up here now. Pitting, another set of mediums. Another 10 laps. I'm going to overfuel him to push him for longer. Go for a fast pit stop because we really do need as much help as we can possibly get here. So in comes Cruz for his stop. Surikov, 18% on the tyres. Might as well just go for it now. Overtake mode for him. Another set of mediums. He's going to go 10 laps for this one. But likewise, we're actually going to put an extra lap in so we can push him harder for longer. Fast pit stop. In he comes. Let's have a look at where Cruz is. Cruz is battling with Balcazar. Seventh and 8th. This is not looking good, is it? Not in the slightest. Stephenson has worn out tyres though, so he may have to stop. I'm just going to turn the tyres down for him. Put him on push for a time. Surikov in 8th position. Just give him a little bit longer on overtake. Go high, I think, for now. Just a couple of laps of that. Parisi also with the tyres that aren't going to make it. So I think some of these cars might have to stop 3 times, so we might not be as bad as we look at the moment. It's a bit of a weird race, this one. So of course we can push for longer now, because we have overfueled it. Technically only 5 more laps to go. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, but he's got almost 7 laps of fuel, so he's got plenty of fuel to keep on pushing. Stephenson pitting, and he's got 14 laps after this. He cannot get to the end. There's too many laps. He's going to have to pit again. So some of these cars are indeed pitting 3 times, I think. So 5th and 6th at the moment isn't massively shabby. Isn't massively shabby. I think we can get Partonen as well. Balcazar could also be right for the picking. So I think the second half of this race may come to us here. Look at that, we're catching Balcazar. Back markers all over the place. It's a royal mess. But we are gaining here. We are gaining great guns. Car condition perfectly fine on both cars. Look at this, we are gaining on Balcazar. We are passing Balcazar. We've got plenty of life in the tyres, plenty of fuel in the tank. We're going to absolutely cane it now with Cruz. We're going to cane it now with Surikov. Get the second half of this, or the last couple of laps of this stint, get them as quick as we can. Giving full power, full pushing. Full power, full pushing. He comes in for another 10 lap stint, his final 10 lap stint. We're going to give him 12 laps of fuel so that he can push for longer. Fast pit stop. Surikov now. He will pit 1 less lap to do. 9 laps, so we'll give him 11 laps of fuel. Fast pit stop. Good stop for Cruz, no mistakes. Just go high for now. In comes Surikov for his stop. Of course he was behind Cruz. Putting in less fuel though. That might help. No mistakes, good stop. Still behind Cruz. Ooh, it's close, isn't it? It's very, very close here. Close. Right, so we're in 4th. Overfueled and going to the end. Let's turn it down. Balcazar is coming like a train at the moment, but we'll pick her off towards the back end of this, I'm sure. Lippinen in the pits. It's too far ahead of us to do anything about this. Balcazar's out! Balcazar has crashed! Catastrophe for Scuderia Rossini here. That is grand old news for the team. Grand old news for the team indeed. Catastrophe. Stephenson now in the pits. Cruz with excess fuel. Car conditioning. Okay. Get out of the way. Cruz up into third. He passes Stephenson, as does Surikov. Third and fourth. This is great for the constructors here, because Lipponen isn't winning. And the second Scuderia Rossini is out. We have been lapped also, I think. No, we haven't. Scratch that. Scratch that. Just need to make... Oh, Surikov has been passed by Stephenson. That's a crying shame. But it's not the end of the world. Second place! Navarro's in the pits here. Oh my god. Go for it. Go for it. Oh my god. Full power. Full power. Full power for both cars now. Don't think we're going to get second. But hey ho, we'll take third and fifth. Not a problem. Navarro is coming quite quickly, but not quickly enough, I don't think. Not quickly enough as Cruz gets third position. Surikov brings it home in fifth, which is not too shabby a result given the fact that... Oh, wait a second. Am I... Oh, no. Oh, scratch that. Lipponen won the race. I'm getting confused. Getting confused. Of course, Navarro pitted. So, yeah, Lipponen did in fact win. But... Oh, that still might... Oh, man, that's completely just thrown everything out of the bloody pan. Oh, man. Oh. Damn it, I've misread the situation there. Not that we could have done anything about it, but oh man, just completely misread that. False hope was given for a short while. Let's have a look at the points. Let's have a look at the points here. We have been handed an absolute gift. Lipponen has been demoted 4 places after a illegal part was found on his car, which promotes Stephenson to race victory, which promotes Lisandro Cruz to second place, which is great for the constructors. But even better than that, well, not quite better, but an added bonus. We've reached our sponsor objective. We get 3 million bloody smackers. Whoa! This is a perfect situation. What did I say? I don't like this race? I may change my mind. I love it. Second place for Lisandro Cruz. Look at the constructors' points. We pick up... I didn't even see. How many did we pick up? We pick up 30, they pick up 10. We gain 20 places on them. Forget about Steinman, they're miles behind for now. Let's have a look at the constructors. We're back on top! 12 points ahead now after that catastrophic race for Scuderia Rossini. That's a decent gap. If we can keep getting podiums, that gap won't come down quick. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And we have a better suspension to go on the car as well. You never know, folks. We may not need next season. This season might be enough to do it. Oh, it's exciting times. It's exciting times indeed at Phoenix Nights. The champagne corks are being popped as we speak. What a race! Look at that. We made a profit. 3.6 million in sponsorship money. It was definitely worth the risk taking it for the 4 times. The risk paid off. Wow. Alright. We'll quickly fly through the pre-race preamble here. Next race, Canada. I've just literally come back from football this evening. I didn't watch the Canadian Grand Prix, and it's a good job I didn't because it was rather miserable for Lewis Hamilton. Anyway, we'll digress slightly from that. 22 days for the engine. It will not be ready in time. But in the meantime, we shall increase the performance of... or the reliability of... There we go. So allocate staff into that. So keep working on the rear wing. Keep working on the gearbox. Reliability of the suspensions, which we will now use for the next race. And we're waiting for the engines to kick in. So all in all, things are moving along swimmingly. What did you just say there about Sirikov? Addicted to video games, giving him -3 to focus and -5 to morale. Exactly what we don't need. We'll go with this one, I think is probably best. Quick calculation. 250 times 8, what's that? That's 2 million with 3... Ooh, that's pretty close actually. What's this? Over 12, over 10, 400 grand. It's fairly close, but we'll go for that one. We're not exactly scrimping and saving for cash at this point. We've got an overspill of cash right now, and there's not much left for us to build really in terms of the HQ that I'm interested in. So yeah, 3 days to go. All right, let's finish up, and then we'll be ready to start the race for the next session ASAP. All right then. So here we go. Full mashings now into performance to finish off the rear wing and gearboxes. They're almost done actually. 3 hours left and then they're maxed out, and then there's nothing left for our staff to do. They are waiting with bated breath to improve our engines when they come. Let's fit the new part, shall we, and see where it puts us in the standings. So it is the suspensions that we have now, and it looks like Sirikov has the option or has the preference for the best suspension, so he shall get that one, and that one will go to Alessandro Cruz. So that's them fitted. So where does that put us on the all performance charts? Still in third, of course, but as you can see now, best in class for acceleration for medium speed corners and for high speed corners. Engines on the way. Brakes will have to suffer for next season. We're not going to have any time to do the brakes at all now. It's all about those engines. So that's going to make or break us next year. But hey, as I keep saying, do we need next year? We might win the championship this year without the engines. Fingers crossed. Send me good vibes, people. There's 5 races to go. What that means is a couple more races, and then I might feel a stream coming on to conclude this season. I think 2 more races. We'll do Vancouver. Then we'll do Singapore. And I think we'll stream the last 3. To finish it in style, hopefully. We'll see. But there's predicted to be rain here today, which could mean a topsy-turvy affair. Get our strategy right, and we may just be laughing. Join me next time to find out what happens. See you soon.